So, if you just tuning in with us, which I hope y'all are, YouTube just got me right on together because I guess my commercial was overdone too much. I
Okay.
don't know what I did. I
I
really
don't
don't.
know.
I don't know what I did. Jesus, take the wheel. So YouTube got me right on together.
Girl,
I
you
didn't know what happened. I was just like,
shut your
wow.
ass. Ooh.
Huh?
I didn't know
Go
what happened.
ahead.
All I just saw that blank screen. I was like, something's going on.
Right.
So it went blank on y'all. I didn't even see it go blank. All I
Yeah,
seen was,
it went
Yep.
blank on us.
child, guess what? I think I broke YouTube. Somebody said it wouldn't happen, but it happened. I think I broke YouTube.
Okay.
Look, these stars said thought the power went out.
Yeah, it did.
Boy,
That went out.
Hey Shayla, hey Anthony Brown, hey D Star.
Gave us some
Right.
content, honey.
Am
Okay.
am I on somebody's radar and I don't know I'm on somebody's radar?
Miss Divine, you got some splaining.
Keela.
Yep, we got some real explaining to do.
So for y'all that didn't know, and I'm not gonna share it with everybody. I was making lasagna today. So I sat and I made a whole new cute intro and everything, and then the intro was everything. And I got it from a couple places that say, yeah, you can take it, you can use it. I used it and I got flagged. So guess what? We ain't using that one no more. But then again, I don't know. I don't know what happened. But welcome. Welcome anyhow. I don't even know how to recover from that, but we gonna move on.
Girl. Girl.
Somebody said it last night I was gonna be internet famous. I guess I am already.
Hey,
Okay.
this is one for the books. I was like, oh, what?
Right.
They said we came in here with all this damn animal print. They said it was too much going on in this bitch.
Two. Wow.
Shut that shit
Tiger King already copyright, I guess.
down.
But I don't even know what
Tiger
part
King
it is.
got us, girl, for wearing print.
I think that's what
You're
it
an
is.
animal print.
I don't even know what I did, girl.
I'm trying to figure this shit out.
She
I'm
said
sure
I was supposed to wreck my car.
email. They're gonna send you something, I'm sure.
Baby, hold on. Let me be nosy. Hold please.
Now the only thing that the one that's got I can't think of it. It sounds like the Benny Hill theme song, or maybe the Matchmaker game, the dating game. That's what it was. Because I was like, that sounds just like the dating game where they did their games. That was the music for that. That's what it sounded like. One that has Please Stand By.
Yes, it said I could appeal it, but we was only 2 minutes into the show. I'm not even worried about it. But guess
you
what?
Figure out what it is though, and then probably go to the YouTube studio and use the sounds there.
Yes. Let's see.
We'll figure that all out.
But in news, in breaking news, Queen Divine's channel got immediately interrupted for being fabulous.
I think it was all about the hold up warning. The views is
right, Erica. They're mad about the commercials.
On this program is then just that opinions and views. Don't take any of this seriously. But I do warn you, viewer discretion
is advised.
Girl, you can get it out.
Girl, I'm not even gonna run no more of my commercials tonight. We just gonna be commercial free tonight.
Like that heifer just ran off with my wig. Now you still gotta do the cool down because I love the cool down and the thank you. I know you got it somewhere.
Yeah,
you gotta run that. Stick with what we doing right until we figure out this mystery gate, girl.
Yeah, let's see. I think this is. Hold on.
Savon, you got a message from D Star.
He approved.
Am I still good?
Girl, we'll
Yes, it's
find
still
out.
going. It's
Girl,
still
you
going.
good.
In a second. Girl,
We'll find out in 3.5 seconds because they snatched me up this time. I already know it's a wrap.
God.
I don't know what it is, but guess what? We're gonna run on and see what
What?
the end gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
I was in the middle of talking to my good girlfriends and everything today, and we was having this conversation. I was gonna tell y'all about. God, I don't lost train of thought because we was gonna touch on something, but we ain't even gonna clutch them pearls and talk about that mess no more. Maybe it was too much boosie. Maybe that's what it was.
Yes.
It
It could be
happened.
the Boosie thing, yeah.
Don't say his name no more, girl.
Because soon as I said it, it was a
Well,
wrap.
He said he ain't playing with us. I need them to get that case against his ass as quick as they just snatched our pearl.
Okay.
Ain't nobody think
Shit
about
just
this.
after the Earth 4.
Party niggas cute.
So apparently we're good, I guess, because I don't know, child, I don't know, but we're gonna run on and see what the end will be. How do you recover? I'm not even
how
mad.
do you
I'm just kind
recover?
of sort of like not necessarily recover. I'm like, so somebody must be watching me up top to know that I did something or to assume that I did something wrong. But everything that I use is from free websites that said you can use it.
I think we're gonna have to go on and pass the collection plate. Y'all, please drop the cash after Miss Divine because we gonna have to get her out of UC jail.
Yep.
They got me right on together tonight. They really did. So speaking of, don't forget, coming up on the 19th, the legend, the author, the comedian, the reader, Spilly Boy TV will be in the house with us. That's coming up this Tuesday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. I hope that's right, but I don't even know right now. Child, I'm so lost. But I'm
Girl,
sending my love to you.
Okay.
I just think it's funny. I'm not mad. I just really think it's funny that somebody that's got 21, 23 people, they want to kick me while I'm down trying to get up.
yeah, funny. This must gonna be the
Okay.
breakout video for you, girl. The
It
devil
must be.
trying to keep Tiffany down. They're trying to keep Tiffany down, honey. Come on, Miss Haddish.
Mm-mm. Y'all remember the old school movie, Pretty Woman? You know how
Mm-hmm.
at first when she went on Rodeo Drive, nobody wanted to talk to her, and then she walked through, she was like, and she had the bags full of everything, and every dog got their day. But I'm not using that one until I figure out which one of them that jacked me all the way up. Speaking of, something ran across my desk on a more serious tip. Something ran across my desk, and I want to get everybody's thoughts and opinions on this right here. I'm going to put it on the screen for just a second, and then everybody can let me know how they feel about it. Thank you for whoever gave me the love.
That was Slide.
Thank
Yeah,
you, Fly.
it will show up on you. Yeah. Mhm.
So, the statement is that would you date someone that's transgendered? If they are truthful and they I ain't got
You
my
want me to get
glasses
it?
on.
Appeared
Yeah.
to have been born that way. Yep, she was a he. I'm all kinds of
So
messed up by it. I'm sorry. It kind
I'm
of
gonna
rubs
take
me the
this
wrong way.
picture down. I'm gonna take this picture down so we can just really get into the discussion because it's really a topic that I really want to get home base with because um, three other people on here are trans, so it's something that needs to be discussed and um, we're doing things a little bit differently. For everybody that's joining us, I just want everybody to be on the same page. The first little bit, I want to really give it leeway to everyone and so everybody can have their opinion on it and I'm not going to really be in the comments right now, but pretty soon we'll be taking and releasing the backyard so everybody can come in and have their conversation on it. We just ask that everybody please be respectful of everybody's opinion because this is just our opinion on how we're feeling about the situation. So if you can't come in and be respectful, the ushers will get you up out of here one way or the other. And that's the nicest way I can take and I can say it. But please be respectful of everybody. No rude comments. Everybody has their opinion. So we're just gonna go from there. But Jessica, how How are you feeling about the whole situation?
Well, I when I saw it, I was like, I don't know. It just disturbed me somehow. It just the wording. What you mean? What do you mean? If we were born that way, it just kind of. I guess it goes back to the whole passing thing. And I hate that word. So I don't. It just rubbed me wrong, and I needed y'all's opinion on it too because I was like, and to use her picture at that. I'm sorry. Go ahead. That's all.
Savon, you can go.
Thank you, oh gracious one. I appreciate you for allowing me the floor. Um, Let me tell you something. First of all, I feel like whoever it was, now Janet Mock has been very open about who she is. But what if she wasn't? I feel like you just told her tea. That wasn't your place. It wasn't your place. But I think from the creator's perspective, they were taking the approach of people are visual creatures. With that being said, I guess the message was if you couldn't tell they were born a he, would you actually date her as now she? It's the same thing as if to me the ugly girl, the disabled girl or boy, you know what I'm saying? The fat kid versus the skinny kid. It's just sensationalizing things, but I feel like what it does for a lot of people of the trans community who are going through dysphoria and deal with it on a daily basis, I think it triggers their own insecurities at that time of will I be enough or will I always be this person that I used to be?
I can even take it a little bit differently. Um, Sabon, you can stay unmuted because I want you to go with me on this one. I could even take a look at it like this. That's why in the community, and everybody that doesn't know the ABCDQFG, the alphabet community, that's why there's a lot of people that deals with depression. And that's why a lot of them, especially Black, take and deal with suicidal thoughts because it takes and it puts a stigmatization that doesn't necessarily have to be there. And we are taught, especially as Blacks, that you don't go to um, psychotherapists, you don't go to therapists at all or whatever like that because you should just pray it away. That's the answer to everything is you should just pray it away. So when prayer is not enough, what do? You have to take and seek counsel of someone else, and it's always hard to go to family because family, I don't care if you did it when you was 5 years old, they have the tendency to take and bring it right back up and throw it in your face. So I mean, that's just my thought and opinion, and I'm gonna mute down so someone else can have a word.
I wanted to let you guys go first since this directly affects you all. So I wanted you guys to go first. But my opinion on it is people love to try and air somebody else's dirty laundry out, which is not even her dirty laundry. That's her truth. She's spoken about her truth in many ways, even on podcasts, books, and all this. So you trying to spread her truth only makes you look horrible, makes you look trashy. So if you want to be a trashy ass person, then be a trashy ass person because she's still living her life. She's out here making money, making moves, and making history while you're mad and bitter in your bed. That's all I have to say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I'm pretty with somebody who I don't know. I don't know. I don't think that it's always someone coming from a malicious space when they do that. I think sometimes they do it from an educational space. I just don't think they think about the impact, just so happens she's someone who is living in her truth openly. However, if that's something that she did not want to disclose, I personally feel like she shouldn't have to.
So when do you feel like when you're talking or in a process, because I know you've been out of the dating scene now for 9 years, but when you was in a dating scene, and this can go for you too, Jessica, when do you feel like it's appropriate or when is that time frame to say, hey, this is the deal, what's up? And I mean even for you too, Zylan, because you're a resident bi on the panel. So questions. I mean, well, not questions, but I ponder that question to everyone.
Who wants to go first?
Let Jessica.
I was gonna tell you. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Well,
it's different for you, you know. So,
who me?
Oh, Savon.
So for me, when I was in the dating scene, that was the thing that I hated to talk about the most, to be very honest. And it had nothing to do with me being ashamed of who I am or anything. It was just fucking exhausting just to talk about it all the time. And, you know, as complimentary as people can be, you know, I never see the she that they see. I still see the he that is now she, but still the he. You get what I'm saying? So when people say they don't know and they didn't know, okay, I can't tell you what you can and what you do and do not know. So for me, dating was easier for me to date on a platform where it was a dating site, a dating service, a place where I can be as authentic as I want to be, as open as I want to be, and is safe about giving that information without harm, because of the fact that I can select who I want to talk to or not. And I do know that whoever, you know, responds to my dating ad or whatever the case may be will know exactly who they're talking to and what they're dealing with. It was always very sketchy for me if I'm meeting someone at a grocery store, at a club, at a bar, I don't know, jogging down the street, whatever the case may be. I was really apprehensive to tell too much of my truth because, one, I'm just not going to do that because at the end of the day, everybody's a stranger until you get to know them. So you just don't tell them all your business.
Absolutely.
Now, with me, I feel the same way as far as it being exhausting. It gets on your nerves after for so long doing that. And I mainly stick with platforms that, you know, dating sites and stuff like that, that I don't have to I mean, it's already on there. They know LGBT alphabet friendly kind of sites. So they pretty much know because it's in your profile and everything. As far as going out and meeting people, that's not me. That's never been me. And I've never been the one to be the first to approach anybody. So I always kind of set back because I'm nervous about that anyway. So I haven't got into the position yet where I have to keep replaying the same thing over and over again. I just keep sticking to areas that I know it's already going to be out there. They're going to know what they get when they see me. And that's it.
So you feel like that you've become complacent, or do you feel like um what's
I
the? Do you feel like that you're more complacent now? I know you're introvert. But do you feel like that you're more complacent being in those sites that accept it versus moving to places that's not acceptable?
Yes, because the whole rejection thing is horrible on everybody. But for me, it's like it's really draining. And then you're already dealing with dysphoria and things that's going on with yourself, and then add that or affairs of the heart when your heart gets broken. It's really hard for me, and I know it's hard for a lot of people, but certain people are more sensitive to that. So like with me, it's better for me to stick with something that I don't have to keep putting stuff out there. They kind of already know what they're going to get, if that makes sense. Because
I do understand that.
Because like, and not talking about dating, even at my job, everybody was like, they claimed they didn't know, you know, was all girl, all this. But I happened to wear a shirt one day that has phenomenal trans on it. The air showed it turned chilly really, really quick. And it's totally different now. So that's why I had a discussion with Savon about it. I know that I know some people do know, but then there was some people that did not know. So now that they actually know, they kind of turn the air down on you. So
do you think because of the situations that you've dealt with on a personal level, it's a little bit I'm trying to uncomfortable for people to take and deal with you now versus whenever they thought they didn't know?
Yeah, yeah, it is. And I mean, God, I don't. Oh, this is. Yeah, it's very strange. And like I
I want
said,
you
the
to just go
temperature
as far
changes.
as you want to. I just want you to go as far as you want to go. I don't want you to go into any places that you don't want to go right now, sweetie. So
No,
take your time.
you're okay. It's okay. It's just it was. I should have known better. I was actually under impression at the time with me wearing the shirt. I was under impression at the time that somebody was fixing to out me, which they already did, and I didn't know it till later. So I said, "Well, I'm gonna jump the gun and let me put on this shirt," and that's what I did. And I could just tell the temperature changed real quick in my area, and it got around the building. So that's it. That's all I can say. I just, like I said, I just stick with things that I'm not going to try to get too hurt on. I know it takes me out of a lot of gameplay for dating or meeting new people or making new friends because I just don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with the whole judging or are they looking at you and going, "Are you a freak?" I mean, I have been called a monster before. I had a woman tell me to my face that, you have a demon in you that makes you the way you are. So I try to steer away from things that I know that a possibility that's going to really put me over the edge. And that's all.
Mm.
Gotcha. Gotcha. I appreciate you opening up with that. I just feel like so many people, especially in the black community, the first thing people want to say is that it's something of Satan or they can
Yeah. And it was a
baptize it
black
out
woman
of
of the
you or
church.
whatever the case. And it's never anything like that. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Mhm.
Speaking on my side of things, like Jessica, I'm very introverted myself. So, as you guys all know, I just actually came out only few years ago. So I'm still new to dating, period, because I wasn't dating throughout high school, really, because I was trying to figure myself out. So, when I first got into the scene, and started talking to mostly men because um, the fact that I am more feminine, females tend to not um, are not usually attracted to me in the first place. So I'm used to not getting a lot of attention from women, and so I'm used to getting more attention from men. So, but still, when I'm on either site, be it for mostly gay men or just be the whole population, like a Tinder, I put bisexual in my bio, just to keep it clear, just so y'all know from the get go, this is who I am. If you can't deal with it, it's on you. It's not going to harm me in either way because I would rather you know who I am from the get go and not want to deal with it than we get down the line of me putting in time and me starting to care about you, and then my sexual orientation is what is the factor that drives you away instead of me being a good person. So
So let me ask you this with you saying that, what is your idea of a dream mate or a dream boyfriend or a dream girlfriend? Like, would it be someone that y'all could play together and stay together, or would it be someone that's just sexually fluent that enjoys everything that you enjoy? Like, you don't have to go into detail, just a little bit of what would make you feel, you know, what makes you feel that way.
so can you just repeat that last part for me, Chet? For
My
me, Jazz.
basically what my question is that what do you feel like is your ideal dream, male or female? That, what is your idea of person, not necessarily a gender, but what is your idea of person to take and date?
My idea is somebody that is one, you have good character, you're loyal, you're caring. First off, I don't want like transphobia. I'm not going to deal with. I'm sorry, I just can't deal with that. Homophobia, I can't deal with. Um, and also, I'm somebody that if I'm looking for something, I'm gonna make sure that I'm putting myself in that position as well. I'm not looking for something that I'm not gonna put on the table. So if I'm asking for somebody to be loyal, I'm gonna do the same. If I'm asking for somebody to be understanding, I'm gonna do my best to do the same. If I'm looking for somebody to be comfortable in themselves, that's what I'm going to try and do myself. Like I want you to be as whole as you can possibly be, and we can both grow with each other. It
You
doesn't
better
matter the
come on with
gender,
being that.
but that's just how I think. And a lot, unfortunately, we in the alphabet community come into this. We have a lot of trauma that we don't talk about, and we like to throw it away. We like to just do what we want to do, and push it down. And sometimes when we get into these relationships, we end up attacking the person that we're actually trying to grow with because we're getting triggered from stuff that we got triggered from before we came out, and then what we think is going to happen before it happens. Because unfortunately, I have a pessimistic brain, so I automatically think something negative is going to happen before I think a positive thing is going to happen. So I'm always racking my brain like, oh, this might happen, this might happen, this might happen, not just going with the flow sometimes. And that's one of the things that I feel has stopped me with dating, period, is that I always think that something's going to go wrong.
So, Savon, let me pose a question to you. And I'm glad that you shared what you shared, Zylant. But let me pose a question to you, Savon. From being, coming from a plus size, trans, down to what is most people would consider to be like normal size or size that's not considered to be plus, even though we all have our mind frames on what's normal, or what's in a plus size or what's not. From your dating experience, whenever you are plus, transitioning all the way down to whenever you lost the weight that you've lost, like how was it? How did it differentiate for you? I hope that's the right word choice to take and
I think
use.
that's a great question. I'm still considered plus size only because of the fact that I'm not an 8 or a 9. Anytime you in double digits, baby, you plus size. Okay.
Because go ahead.
Being being more of a 14, 16, maybe an 18, depending on how it's made, today, I don't really know what it's like dating this size because when I started my relationship, I wasn't this size. I've only lost weight within the last 5 years. So for the first 4 years of our relationship, honey, I was a good old thickums, honey. Just I was extra fluffy and fluffy, okay? And that's what he liked. That's what he liked. So, for me to make the decision to lose the weight and take the steps to do so, it was a serious conversation because for me, I have in my head now I found someone who is treating me the way that I always have wanted to be treated, who has showed up and shown out with the respect of, being the guy that I always wanted and never thought that I would have, because everybody always played the games, played the field, want the cute little TS on the side, and then being a TS and a big girl. When you a big girl and a genetic woman, honey, they always, the muscle bound dudes like the big girls, but they like the big girls after 12 o'clock when ain't nobody else know. They don't want their friends to know they into BBW.
Yep.
So I had a mixture of both of those things going on. So then meeting someone who liked that, and then me deciding that I want to switch my lane up a little bit, I was like, oh my God, if I do this, is this going to cost me my relationship? Because I know what it's like to dating while trans. I know what it's like, getting, and we're going to be very transparent, getting dick wasn't ever a problem, ever. But when you want something substance, you want a relationship, you want somebody you can grow with, that's hard, regardless if you trans, gay, bi. Actually, it's hard if you straight. In the straight community, it's just they get married, they have children, and they still cheat and get with the gays on the side. At least with the gays, they're not trying to get married and have kids. They just want you on the side.
Right.
So
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I don't know what dating would be like today. I can tell I've always gotten attention. I've always had that presence to where I walk into the room, people know who I am, they see me, and that's it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Why is y'all chuckling?
I can't.
Look what
This
Dee
game
put on here.
Yo, subscriber.
What?
D Star, honey. What? D
Bring
Star.
it up, bro. Not that one. The newest one.
No, you gotta go up. Hey,
Go
you
You
gotta
gotta
go
go.
up, honey.
Here he go.
Ooh, use a shaded queen. Use a shaded queen.
Tyler, would you please get your boo? Get your boo.
I don't know why he's acting like this right there.
But but he makes a good point though. I mean, that has been one of the first things people used to see on me all the time and still do. Is that doggone caboose. It is our family trait.
Yes, because whenever you had got up the other day and you call yourself trying to be all cute and stuff and you ain't wanna
Show it off.
I said, girl, bye.
That's the whole family, for real, for real.
I really do try to move out to where that's not seen, but the way this camera is angled, I can't always do that. So every now and then. Every now and then. And that's another thing that they like. So I have a question since we're talking about it, because and I'm asking this question specifically because my boyfriend, whom I absolutely love, and I'll not get into the details of the relationship, but what I will say is people have got to also make sure that they understand that there are no fairy tales. Everyone has challenges, everyone has issues, and when you get to know people, you have to get to know their issues and then figure out if those issues are your deal breakers. Me and my boyfriend, of course, like I said, we've been together for a long time. But if you see us together separately, we don't look like we would date each other.
Why say Ron? What makes you think sad?
We don't. Our spirits get along with each other. I am attracted to him, don't get me wrong, but when you look at us, people would traditionally think we would be together. So if your partner comes in a package or in something that you don't think fits the bill, how receptive are you going to be to that? That's the question.
I've said it once and I'll say it again. In any type of relationship, there's a give and take, and you learn to accept the person for their flaws and all. And if you're not mentally ready to accept the person for their flaws and all, the situation is on you. Then it's not on that particular person. That's just my opinion.
I agree. I'm 6'3", he's 5'4".
He's my height, girl.
So, and I got a big old booty. He just little bitty old, you know, I call him my little highly intellectual, honey, just the good old, just geek squad, honey. And I have always liked that, but I had never dated that because they always ran from me. I think the little babies was just scared of me because I be trying to put all this big mamas on them and they be like, oh, Lord Jesus, please. Jessica, no. Don't.
Did you just say what I think you just said?
Oh, yes, she did. Come on over here, baby. Oh, Lord, ma'am, no, stop. And he's an introvert. He don't really talk to people. He likes computer things. He likes gaming. He likes all that stuff. And so here I come, out loud, and in color, like Maddie would say, just boisterous. And he looking and he like what he sees, but he's also like, oh, she's not gonna like me. No, I'm looking for you. And honey, he ran for a minute because I don't approach people, but I got him. Like they look like a little circus freak.
Not a circus freak. Jesus, take the wheel. Jesus, take the wheel. I can't. I would love to, but I can't.
I can't with this one.
And I love it. So, but there are challenges that's there, though. You know, we've had to work through some things, you know, but I just think that a lot of people don't take the time to do that because they see all of the television stories and think that's the way life is. And we're not preparing ourselves to unconditionally love someone the way we want to.
What you laughing at?
What D-Star put up here.
Girl,
Why I gotta be in timeout for telling my truth? Okay, Jasmine. Next topic, darling.
But what she's saying is true. I mean, when I first saw them together, I was like, wow.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a wow.
Yeah.
But to see the interaction and everything, you're like, oh, okay. And then the respect and everything's there. So it's nice to see. But yeah, when you look from afar, you be like, what the hell?
The odd couple.
Yes. Because it's, yeah, I mean, and plus I've known her for a long, long time. And when he came into the picture, I'm like looking, like, what you want?
What the hell?
Little boy, what do you want? You
No,
know,
you didn't say little boy, not grown man, little boy.
I love him to death. He's so cool. He's sweet to me. And yeah, he is an introvert. He's a sweet guy. And I love seeing both of them together. So
Lord have mercy.
But we've had some challenges, and
I mean, yeah, but every relationship has that, right?
But I'm just saying, like, there's everybody has a deal breaker. You know what I'm saying? And I believe that you don't air it out in the street. I just like to tell people that the difference between whether you make it in a relationship, if you have somebody who have at least 80% of the qualities that you like, that you desire, that you need, work through that 20.
Mm-hmm.
Find that shit often. Whatever it is, aside of him kicking your ass. Okay.
And
Amen.
it works. It works for them. It works for them.
But if it's not, don't force it either. Don't put yourself in a situation just because either. So that's the only thing.
So I just want to say to everybody that's in the audience that's watching us, if you like what you're seeing, if you like and hearing what you're saying, please make sure that you're ringing that bell notification to turn on your notifications to let you know to like, share, and subscribe. We love your comments and everything. And everybody I think up here has their Cash App signs up here too. So if you want to, you can take and throw a couple dollars in everybody's thing. We're not begging you to do anything. Everybody does, do their own thing or whatever. But if you do like the conversation that's going on right now, please make sure that you take care of the guests. Because everything that I get from here always goes back. Like I just paid my subscription and everything for this. And even though I done got flagged one time, so
You need the chance to play it around, girl, because we're gonna have to get you out of YouTube.
Yeah, we gotta get you out of YouTube.
But yes, I this is something that we're gonna touch on a little bit more, but I want to lighten the mood up a little bit more. So it's a couple things that are right across my door and tiptoed across my my desk. So I'm just saying this up front because I don't know if this gonna happen. But if we get disconnected again, we're gonna start all over again because I'm doing a couple new things tonight. So if we get disconnected again, give me like 2 minutes and then we'll be right back up. So roll that beautiful bean footage.
Girl.
Well,
I think I think we good. I think we good. So if for everyone that don't know what the show is, this is what the show is. What in the what news? This is what's going on tonight. What in the what news? So without further ado, let me see. Boom. No. Boom. And
Silent.
All right, y'all. So, breaking news on today. So, let me put my newscaster voice on. So, breaking news. I have it down here. Jasmine, if you would like to put this up for me. Thank you, girl. So, Latino or R. Kelly, TikToker discovered with 13 young GL trades living in basement. And also, he was on TikTok claiming he was not gay, but it seems that he has come out as gay with his new boyfriend. So, what the what on this?
What the what? Ooh.
I don't know. You know, I had to go put my pearly gates on so I could see what's going on. What is the what? Y'all got the exclusive. I don't. What is
Breaking
the what?
news.
Mm.
Well, you know,
I
we
send the correspondent.
touched on that a little bit. But the
Yes.
picture, oh boy. Thoughts?
What?
The picture with old boy, and then 13 boys in the basement, in Sheree's basement.
Not Sheree from the housewife. Is she
That's
renting it
what
out now?
I keep telling y'all, that's what her mama was too. He was in the basement.
Ooh,
What the what?
ooh. What the what is going on with this child?
I ain't got tea, but I'm gonna sip this water like it is.
And he cute. My thing is, how old is he and how old were them babies?
I don't know, but 13 of them? What in the what?
DLs.
I know. How do you find 13 DLs in one place?
My question is how did all of them just stay in the same area at the same time? That's what I'm saying. Because you know they like cockroaches, they take and run.
They don't like being around each other or know each other's business, you know.
They like cockroaches. As soon as you turn on the light, you know, they run from here to Mississippi. They cockroaches. So how did he get them to stay? How did he get them to stay?
The gun. You saw that gun. He Ike Turner they asked. Well, it did say Blatino or R. Kelly.
Okay, let me just. Can we get the back room to load that picture back up again?
I want to see the TikTok video. Can we find a TikTok video by the next show, girl?
I think we need to. And then he looking all gangster side, and then that boy in the yellow shirt. Just a hot mess on a cold Sunday.
Something about that gun don't look right though.
It don't look real.
It don't look real at all.
It doesn't look real, but you know, he does look a little. You know, he does look. If he cut those dreads, he will look a little pretty now. If we're gonna say,
as the old folks used to say, he look like a tambourine player.
Oh, wait.
Stop it.
He's 17. See, Leander, I thought he was young as well. So I want to know how in the Hello Kitty does he have 13 little boys in who basement is it? Because that ain't even his house. I told y'all he was a charade. He was at the Whitfield Mansion.
Look, in the same room with a mama or out of the same room with a mama?
Probably in the same room when she probably the ringleader. Oh, you know, allegedly.
Maybe. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me find it real quick. Hold on, because you know we ain't finna do that. Hold on. There we go. Hold on. Is it not gonna show? Hold on. What?
Okay.
There we go.
Warning: the views expressed and opinions expressed on this program is just that, views and opinions. Don't take any of it serious.
Yes.
Don't take any of this shit seriously.
And also, guys, that post that was just displayed by Jasmine about Latino, it was not even released by him. It was released by his management.
That's what
and it also says, "Don't believe the rumors."
So what you saying?
Rumors. If his manager released it, what rumors are we not to believe?
Exactly, because he's not able to do it if he's in jail.
Oh, that's Moti. Hold up. You know, this is for you, Zada, on this one. Go on in the corner.
I'm just saying. It says that he's in jail. If you look at his IG, it's another post where it says he will be getting out soon. But
is he in jail for trafficking these kids, or? Oh, so he in jail. Now I get it. Him and Takesha, are they roommates?
Well, one of our correspondents has sent us the video down below.
One of our sources?
Yes.
Oh,
so Jasmine, please check your messages, please.
Oh, honey, come on, Hal.
For this TikTok video.
Y'all is tiptoeing real quick. Let mother see if I can get this to play. Y'all is tiptoeing real quick.
And then make sure you put up the sign again, girl, because you know you got the folks watching you, girl.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently.
But ain't
Look,
you
I
Karen?
can't. But huh?
They're not supposed to bother you. You Karen from HR.
I know. That's what I'm trying to figure out. And I got on my I got on my pleather tonight, and everybody. I can't. I cannot. I
know what it
cannot.
is. It's Carol. It's Carol.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's who it is.
definitely her.
It's Carol.
But you know what? We got something else. What in the what?
This one is about to be cute. What in the what? Listen, y'all. A sex doll was dumped on the side of the road and was mistaken for a human body. You heard me. The doll was spotted wrapped up in a blanket bedside a highway in Queensland on Friday morning. And police initially set up a crime scene to investigate this find, according to the Courier Mail. The doll had animal brains, blood surrounding it, and a source told the newspaper the investigator later determined it was in fact a sex doll and not a human body. There was even a human user manual that was there, girl. User manual.
What in the what?
So somebody went and set it up, laid it on the side of the road, made it look like it had brains exposed and blood.
No. We're buying that back again. So it wasn't nobody real.
It was a sex doll.
Mm.
It was Pollyanna.
You sure it wasn't Annabelle?
It was. Oh, well, you know, this is 2020. She could come back as a sex doll. So be. So we watching what's going on in Queensland, because if some old funny stuff start happening, Annabelle is now sex doll. So she said she's not gonna be sitting in chairs no more. She wants to get humped on now.
She said not too much for her tonight. That's what she said. Now, if I just can't. I can't. I cannot.
Annabelle is now in Queensland. Y'all better be careful. Annabelle fucking now. So
I guess if we're gonna be honest about it, maybe she didn't. She fulfilled her purpose and was no longer needed, and that's why she was thrown away.
But why stage a whole crime scene like it was somebody there? And I know they probably felt real stupid when they done took the time to map out the whole place. They done throw the sheet over the child, and then when they got close up to that, then they like.
But didn't they see the face? Because usually the faces are like.
Let's see the face again, girl.
Let's see the face.
Let me see the face. Let me see if I got the face. Back office, can you run that again?
Oh, girl, she got collagen lips.
Ooh, she fine.
Oh, she's exotic.
She look Puerto Rico.
And I think she's using the Kim Kardashian.
Jasmine.
She do. She look Puerto Rico.
She got
she
that.
Do. She look beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Jasmine, did you just say Puerto Rico?
Yeah, she look very Puerto Rico. She look very Puerto Rico. She don't look Italian. She don't look Italian.
But I have to say, she don't look real though. I mean,
she don't look Creole. She look Puerto Rican.
I mean, on the side of the road though, with blood and stuff, girl, she could. I
get with some pig brains. I guess.
So I think the plot was, I think that she is Annabelle, and I think that's the way she moves around from home to home. She done killed the last folk. We just ain't found them yet.
Okay. Look, somebody says, but she is expensive. Yeah, that's a life-size doll, so she got to be expensive.
You know, they like. Somebody told me that they like 5,000 or more. A friend told me that they were.
Well, it's quiet as kept because it's just me and y'all up in here talking. So y'all remember that old school TV show on HBO called Real Sex?
Yes.
Real Sex.
That's where I seen it from. Because they,
and
I did my research.
And Strange Addictions too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot about him because he had like 5 or 6 of them up in the house with him.
Yes.
Wait. So Strange Addiction, you get addicted to the doll?
Strange Addiction was, there was a guy who had the doll. He said he just gave up on dating real women. So he had the doll and he was marrying the doll.
And he was trying to get the doll pregnant.
Right. What? Say it.
The hell? Girl, let me leave.
The survey
And
says
what's
what?
so bad about it, Jasmine? Correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't that guy a black guy?
No. The
Because
black guy had
there
the
was a
black guy
black
had
guy
the
with.
thing for the Rubbermaid thing, but the
Oh,
one
that's
that was
right. He
trying
said
to
it.
get the one that was trying to get the plastic doll pregnant was
Caucasian.
a a Caucasian, and he was very
A
introverted,
Caucasian.
and he was very frail. That's the word I was looking for. He's very thin.
He
So he gave
was
me
a
very
Caucasian. He was frail. Okay.
he was very yeah. I'm gonna leave it as that.
I would like
So
to ask him a few questions as I'm doing the
yes,
super mode. I want to know how the holy hell he thought he was gonna get that damn plastic Rubbermaid doll pregnant.
I mean, especially when people don't want to use rubbers now with the natural, how you gonna do it with the plastic? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
The whole rubber.
And then the parts come out so you can rinse them out, so
Yeah.
it ain't sticking to nothing.
Mm.
Speaking of,
Well, the walls was taken out, I
speaking
guess.
of, have anyone watched the show Dave on FX?
No, what is that about?
No, I have not.
Homework for the next session is for us to watch Dave. Y'all to watch Dave. And there's a whole
where is it again?
It's on FX and it's called Dave.
Okay.
And when you see, you'll see why.
Yeah, I'm going to put some homework for y'all down.
Somebody said that somebody took a sex doll to go get tested for STDs. What in the what?
Royalty. I need somebody to tell Royalty to go to their corner.
Okay, please do.
So he need to go to the corner too?
Royalty needs to go to their corner. Go to the corner, Royalty.
Yes.
Not a whole STD because you thought the thing was cheating. Who was going to cheat?
No.
I mean, how was they going to move and get around without them?
No. It's a no for me, girl.
Mental illness is real. And so the person who took their toy in to get tested was probably had multiple personalities and thought the baby was cheating with one of the other personalities.
And the words of Simon, that's a hard pass for me. That's a no. That's a no. That's a no. Whew. Speaking of cheating. Speaking of cheating.
Here we go.
Speaking of cheating. And speaking of YouTube.
Jessica?
Oh, God.
You know about that little birdie? Y'all ready about
Jessica?
that little birdie?
I don't know. Let's do it one more time.
Yeah, I had a little birdie come and tell me something.
What they told you, girl?
There was a meeting in the ladies' room.
What?
So
Spill it,
y'all,
girl. Spill it.
Last night we polled our shared love muffins of subscribers to find out more about Kevinisha Gates' sex tape. Girl saw the whole lesbian experience. It wasn't even 5 minutes before asking for it before it showed up.
Where did it show up, girl? Where did it show up? Where did it show up?
I can't talk about it. This is like Eyes Wide Shut.
Yeah.
All I can say is that to our viewers, you guys are absolutely fabulous. I saw the 30 seconds of that lazy ass. Now, Mr. Ryan,
that piece of cardboard.
But wait a minute. I thought it looked like he had a nice little. It didn't look small to me. It didn't look small to me because he was all up in. And did y'all realize he had no protection, girl? So he was trying to get her impregnated.
Done did it.
Yes. I don't know if he was in a cooch or if he's in a pooch. I don't know. I don't know which one he was.
All type of theatrics, girl. I'm like,
for no reason.
She was saying yes, sir, no, sir, daddy. I watched it a few times because I really wanted to understand what was
just a few.
I just wanted to really make sure that what was happening is what I saw was happening, and I wanted to be able to talk intelligently about it today. So I watched it a few times last night and a few times before the show just to make sure.
So how many times is a few times?
It was on loop.
I am done.
Well, all I will say is Mamas was doing a lot of, moaning and screaming and stuff, and I was confused because it wasn't even halfway there, girl. So I don't know what it was. I don't know what it was hitting. Yeah, girl.
I agree.
And he was a whole just piece of cement in the bedroom, girl. He wasn't doing nothing for nobody.
Yeah, that's how I felt. A whole good 6 inches on the good day.
I have a question. So the homework is for us to watch Dave on I want to make sure on FX that we watching Dave because
I said Ted by accident. It's actually Dave.
Dave.
He said he's right at a good 6 inches on a good day. It looks like he had more than 6 inches.
No more than 7.
I wouldn't give him 9. I wouldn't give him that, but he looked like he had more than 7. I mean 6.
Maybe 7.5.
Well, either way, whatever size it is, he don't know how to use it, so he can go somewhere with it.
Well, he had the fupa in front of him, so he couldn't do too much of nothing. He had the fupa. And the tattoos that was up here, they done rolled down here on top of the keg, so it wasn't.
I didn't think
at that angle he was still hypnotized.
He was.
I want to try it out and see for myself, and then I'll get back to you.
Well, you go right on the head correspondent.
Girl.
But I'm gonna need like that doll on the side of the road to be in between us though, because he didn't have nothing on that, and I ain't trying to catch nothing. So I'm gonna need somebody to go get Annabelle out of the Queensland jail department so she can assist me in this field work.
I wonder what they did with the doll when it was all said and done. I wonder, did they wash and clean it up and somebody took it home with them, or what did they do with the doll? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I still believe that doll was used for what it needed to be used for. Well, the climax was not happening the way that person wanted it to happen. So that doll got thrown onto the trash and made it a whole murder scene just to make it.
So they didn't want it to skeet like we was talking about the other night. It was, so they wanted it to skeet and it didn't skeet. So it was like, okay, you trash, let's go.
Yeah. So
but it was time and effort taken to put into that to take in. And then what about the poor dog's brain? The dog's brain laying there in the blood. I mean, that was just a lie.
They just said animal's brain, so we don't know which brain it was.
We don't know what critter it was.
Oh.
I just want to say.
What he said now.
Can we move on from this doll? I'm trying to eat.
You gotta sit down and hush. Shit. You running from the sidelines. Shut up. Shit.
So, what else would we like to talk about before we open up the floodgates? Because I feel like D trying to get in, so we're gonna get D in, and we're gonna see who else wants to come in. But
what else, Savannah?
I want to know if Miss Divine was able to get that video.
Oh, yeah.
No, it didn't. It didn't transfer over. That's what I was trying to do, and I'm in Firefox. So I couldn't get it to take into put. But what I can do is I can forward it to our press secretary, and you go from there.
All right.
I just waiting. Because last time I tried to play something and they wasn't.
Don't do Jessica, do you have anything to add on today? Before we get this whole TikTok situation going?
No. Sorry. No.
Because I have nothing to add as well. I think we
I'm trying to think.
I think we've given enough with these topics that we presented, especially that last one.
Yes.
Because, baby, all I will say to end the conversation is I hope it was not one of us. That's it.
Jesus, take the wheel. D Star said, Savon, why is he coming for you tonight?
Girl,
Because he liked my hair. That's why. And it ain't new.
Oh, and we're having a bad thunderstorm net right now. So if we do click out this time, it may not be from YouTube. It may be from the bad weather.
Jasmine.
I don't know. I can't. I would love to, but I can't. I just can't. Yeah. So, huh?
What I'd like to know right now,
Come on with it.
after everything that has transpired this weekend, we have had a long, very fruitful weekend with each other.
Yes.
Is everybody ready to go back to work tomorrow?
Come in.
No, not at all.
Yes. I'm online. What's up? Candy? Sorry, y'all. My niece in here.
Hi, niece.
Yeah,
niece.
right there in that chair in that purple box. Move that right there. You see that purple box? Get as much of it as you want.
I love D-Star too. I want to know who got booted. Is she gone? Is she gone? Is
You
she
good? I got me your piece saying you good.
Okay, girl. Come on.
I want to know who got booted this weekend.
I did.
Somebody got some Rona dick.
Oh.
Everybody down. I want to know who got some.
Don't look at me. I'm closed down.
He said, I'm getting ready for work now. Savon, did you get any
Mm-mm.
She's the resident one that has
in the beginning and the ends?
Mm-mm. Yes, be wanting too much, and I've been tired. I've been talking to y'all this whole time. Shit. When was I gonna get some?
And that's what I was gonna ask earlier when we was on the first topic. Jasmine, you never did really say your piece. Do you approach people first, or how do you feel about when you have to disclose?
She walked right on past.
She sure did. That's why I kept going like this. I try to do everything. I'm like, why we leaving her?
Give her the floor.
She has Florida Nation down there. Florida man, Florida boy. Come on, tell it.
I would have as the artist was the holding back. Oh, come on, D-Star. Okay, so this is my situation. This is how I handle it. And I can only tell people my point of view of it. So for my friends and everything that's on here that knows, where I work at, because I really don't like to put out there where I work at. But for those that are privileged to know where I work at or whatever, it's not a privilege, it's just something that's personal. I do work with the public a lot, and I do entertain because I do work with sales on some things too. So when I'm talking and discussing and handling business for the personnel that do come in to talk with us, part of it is flirting, part of it is not, to get what you want out of the person, so you know that you're going to get what you need in the long run. Yeah, I flirt. And so far, I mean, everybody's how do I want to say this? I want to say this, but not say this the wrong way. Everybody has their way of shut up, Savon. Everybody has their way of taking a stand who's passable, who's not passable, or whatever. And I'm pretty much with face on or without face. I always get recognized as female. And with that being said, I really never have an issue or a problem a lot of guys be like, well, I didn't know that. Or I'm like, okay, on my profile, because we're talking about both of them. So on my profile, I do put on there I'm transgender. And, it takes a special person to take and deal with me. And if you can't deal with that, basically KIM it, keep it moving. Some guys is like, okay, so what are you looking for? Like, I had a guy, he was 23, 24, that was taking and barking up my tree. So when I let him know what was up, he was like, okay, cool. But he was on a sex tip. And I was like, I'm not, that's not my swag. I'm not just throwing my frisbee out there to any and every person. You know what I'm saying? I do have, I do have standards when it comes down to some things, but I don't want to sit up here and lie and be like, I hold out to the end. I used to be that girl that want to hold out to the end, but I'm an old hoe now. I need to catch me a good one, but I ain't caught a good one because number one, I'm at home with my mama and everybody ain't gonna know where she live at. Number two, it's a different perspective because I went 10 years without getting tested or anything. I'm just gonna be very candid right now. I went 10 years without being tested for any kind of STDs or anything to that effect. And I was in a self-destruct area at that place. So with that being said, after I came home and I had went on, this was like 4 years into my celibacy. After I was going through that to do my whole cleaning and getting everything together. My cleansing, I should say. I took it, I turned around, and I went and I got tested. And when I got tested, everything came back negative. And I broke down. I literally broke down because I knew, I'm just going to be very candid when I say this. I knew that I had caught HIV. And that was in my mind. I was like, I knew I was going to die from it because, like Wiz Cinnapin was talking the other day, I had my slip up moments, and my slip up moments are more so of me knowing or me trying to snag or keep somebody that didn't really necessarily want to snag or keep me. So I did what I thought was what that person wanted me to take and do in order for me to have that person. And it's very stupid, it's very reckless. But by the grace of the Almighty, I didn't catch anything. And I'm grateful to this day because I know so many people. Like one of my best friends a couple years ago died from it. One of my kids, one of my gay kids, passed away from it. One of my gay kids now lives with it now. Him and his lover has it. So I know. And then I worked in the medical field before, so um it's very heartbreaking when you get attached and close to people and those people are taken away from you too soon because they give up the fight that they don't want to be here anymore. So they take themselves off of the medication and, they wither away and you watch them die. And I think that is, okay. I think that is the hardest thing for anyone to go through, especially when you've been down the road with people. And
Yep.
Take your time, honey. Take your time.
You know what? And kind of segue into that. I've been there. I've done that. I know exactly how that feels. I think we all have gone through a moment of. We all get reckless moments because you know what? I don't care. The strongest of the people that are out there are all looking for the same thing, acceptance.
Mm-hmm.
and
Go about it differently.
and with all that being said, one of the first times I ever came onto YouTube or whatever was with Savon. And we were sitting and we was talking about different things. And I shared with her at 18, I was raped. I found my voice, but then I let people's and I let people and I let church take my voice from me. And I'm just gonna be very straightforward with you. And multiple times I tried to commit suicide, even as an adult. I've tried to commit suicide. The last time I tried to commit suicide was 3 years ago. And I was in the process of trying to figure out what I wanted to do with my life. And I was very successful. I was at that time I was a DM, which is for people that don't know, I was a district manager. I had 3 Popeyes under my belt. I had started from being an assistant, worked my way up from being assistant to a RGM, from a RGM to a district. I was in training to be a district. So I'm getting to your question, D. Um, but with that being said, I made a choice then. I was writing down, I think it's 85 or 65, something, one of them. Anyway, I was going from Kentucky into Ohio. And for people that know the area, there's a long stretch in Kentucky going into Ohio that is nothing but either bridges, roads, and there's nothing out there. I closed my eyes, and for a solid 5 minutes straight, I drove down the expressway as fast as my car could drive, praying that I wasn't going to open my eyes back up. So something slapped me. Basically, I think it was my grandmother. I don't know who it was, but something took and slapped me. When they took and they slapped me, um, I opened up my eyes, and I was literally, I would say, 7 car lengths away from getting killed. Um, so I said all that to say this. Whenever I went through my reckless behavior, it was another slap in the face that said, "Girl, what's up?" I've been threatened. I done been threatened to be exposed whenever I thought I was supposed to be living on a down low to suit the clientele that I had. And when I say clientele, no, I wasn't a hoe, but with any type of relationship, there's a give and take. So if you was buying me this or you was buying me that, you're a clientele. You're not really necessarily my boyfriend, especially for 3 hours out of the day. That's all you want to come over and do and want to hit and quit once a week.
Mm.
So, I learned how to tell people what I wanted from them. I learned how to say, if that's not the way it is, I'm gonna keep it pushing, because even though I'm fat, I can lose weight, but I'm not ugly by no means necessary.
Oh, that's
So,
right.
with all that being said, my lessons that I took from it, from going through that whole scare and thinking, and I sat there for a whole solid 45 minutes and just cried in the office. My little brother was with me, and he will tell you, I just sit there and I cried because I was like, I can't believe I went all these years without getting myself tested and figuring out what was going on with me, and to know by the grace that I never caught anything. So my testimony is not to people to say to go out there and live and be reckless and to try to take and harm yourself. My thing is that Jessica asked me a minute ago with the whole mental health. Like, it's important to find not only people that you trust, that you can put stuff out there to people, but
Mhm.
it's also good sometimes just to have a sounding board. Sometimes you don't want to hear somebody's opinion. Sometimes you just wanted to get it off your chest, get it off your head so you can move past it. Then if you can't get it that way, another alternative is it write it down. Because once you write it down, you can take and release it from yourself, then burn it. So it's
Exactly.
that thought is no longer there anymore. And it's something that I've done to take and I move away from. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Jessica, I do share. But now it's in a place of, if I want to share with that person, I don't feel I have to share with that person, because like Savon has said, that's personal information. How did you say
Yeah.
it, Savon? With the
It's your
medical stuff.
it's your PHI.
So I don't share that if I don't have to share that. But when I do share it, 95% of the time, it's accepted, because most, especially, I don't care if it's a Pookie and them know and done got down with the got down one way or the other.
Yes, they do.
And what it is to them is different, is that, oh, so you pretty and you got titties. But then them the same ones that say, oh, I'm not gonna do XYZ, but then they take and they turn around and they want to take and tap on your door, or they want to take and, when you get in the bedroom, they want you on their back. Them, they want to be on the back and you between their legs, or they want to go down on you first because they still want to see if they still got it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And
So I hope that answered your question, but I wanted to give my backstory on why I feel and I do the things that I do. Like this, if I got shut down now, this would make or break me. This is just a place for me to laugh and have a good time, because I'm used to entertaining people. You know what I'm saying? So it's never been something. It's not something that I would love to get that big $20,000 check or whatever like that, but it's not that serious for me. But I just want people to know that whenever we're taking and we're talking, it's coming from not only from a place of love, but it's coming from our personal experiences. So I hope that answered it.
I
Because
just
it was
want to
all over the
say,
place.
thank you for telling us your story. We appreciate it. I know that was hard for you you were getting a little bit emotional while talking about it, but know that I support you
It's
and love
cool.
you.
But that's a part of growing up and knowing who you are as a person.
Mm-hmm.
Because the things that used to piss me off and make me mad when I was in my teens, when I moved into my 20s, I figured out how to get past them. So the stuff that was in my 20s, now that I'm in my 30s, I'm letting it roll off my sleeve too. Because every year or every 10 years, there's a different form of growth that you should have. And I said it once and I'll say it again. If that light bulb does not come off when you turn 30, it's something wrong. Like, go get it checked. Go talk to somebody, see if your light bulb need to be changed. There should be some difference, because if you're not trying to live your best life and do what you got to do, what the hell are you doing?
Hmm. Hmm. And you know what? People will constantly try to hold you down. That's the one thing I've learned. I'm just thankful that I've been able to handle certain things differently. Um, that's all I really say. I've been able to handle things differently. I also internalize a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm always the head. I'm always the person that people come to talk about stuff. So I don't always get
Exactly.
the
Same
opportunity
way.
to talk to them about my things. One, they can't handle it. Everybody that's around me, they absorb like I do. So if I talk to them about things that I've got going on, that's even easier for them, even though they want to know. But it's just not easy. But the one thing that I am grateful for is that I have met a lot of wonderful people in my life. And if my life was to end today for any reason, I can truly say that I've been blessed because I've met more good people than I have bad people in my life. And I've met some fucked up individuals. Okay.
Amen.
Okay, amen on that.
Okay. But I've met more non-fucked up individuals than I have fucked up individuals. So for that alone, I can say that I'm truly blessed, and these connections that I've made. And Jasmine, one thing that I don't think that like I used to run from supporting my own community.
Me too.
I transitioned on my own by myself. Didn't want nobody in my business. Didn't need nobody in my business. I didn't want a whole bunch of gay friends. I didn't want them coming to my house. If we go out to the club and I see you, hey girl, hey, that's about it. You don't need my phone number. I don't need to do
We're
your
a lot
hair.
alike.
Yeah, that.
We're a lot alike.
When I go to church, I go to church. I don't want to talk to the saints. I don't want to be friends with the saints. I don't want to do your hair. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, so for me, this point in my life, I've exposed myself more up to the alphabet community, my own community, than I ever have before. And a lot of that I'm going to attribute to Jessica only because of the fact that through her walk, I've learned that I do need the support of my sisters, my brothers, and my sisters. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like the things that I've gone through and the things that God has allowed me to go through by myself has not been in vain. It's also helped those who may be going through it who didn't have the guidance. Because walking through transitioning at work, etc., and in life period without any support from anybody from the community, because I isolated myself, it wasn't them, it was me.
Yep.
Dark-ass moments,
But can I interject something though too? It's hard when you're trans and you're black trans, and because I know you can speak on this a little bit more than maybe with Jessica, but then again, I don't know. It's ridiculous of how much jealousy and self hate that one black trans put on another one. Girl, you don't have the body I have. And they just try to take and read and jab you. And I've been like, before all of this, like I used to be on the stage, and people that truly know who I am, like I have pictures and everything like that. Like I don't want pageants and stuff. So I came from that world. You could be over glamorified and stuff like that. That's why I was never I was confident in giving you the persona of who I wanted you to know. but the real me you never found, because I always had that wall there, like, whoa, this is personal, this is business. So I was there to make that money, and when it was time for the money to be over with, I agree with you 100%. Like, I believe people, we used to do 2 shows at a place I worked at, and I was the host as an MC of the whole situation. Get on there, I talk cash money shit. I had not only my biggest contributors was the white girls and the white boys and my lesbians and stuff that used to come to me, but then the black ones would just try to read me for filth. Oh, she's doing this. Oh, she's doing that, and this is not together, and that's not together. But you know why I kept going and kept doing what I was doing? Is because I knew when I stepped foot on stage that I made $200 and $300 in straight tips, not including my pay for that night. You know what I'm saying? So not only did the money happen, but then when people was like, "Well, I want you to be my gay mama," or this, that, and the third, I don't have time for the foolishness. I don't have time for mess. I may joke and tease on here with everybody, but I don't have time for mess. I don't have time for that foolishness. So I'm not one of those type of people that keeps a whole bunch in. My mama tell you, which y'all got to meet my mom today. But my mom will tell you I would cuss somebody out, because my mom said I've always been a cusser since 3-4 years old. I've been cussing that long. My mom will tell you I will cuss somebody out in a heartbeat, and then we'll look at them and be like, "What, bitch? Get up, get out of my face." But that ruthless side of me came from me being hurt.
Yes.
Like when I was younger, like I mean, I shared this, and then I'm gonna be done sharing from me. But when I was younger, child, I went through. My mom was working hard and trying to make sure that we was taken care of and stuff. My mom's boyfriend at the time used to try to beat the gay out of me, and I literally had bruises and everything. It was to the point that I was just about at the point of trying to commit suicide then, and I was sheltered. Didn't know what was going on. Didn't know why I was so different. Tried to do the whole "I'm gonna date girls" and all that foolishness. And the moment I tried to get serious with one chick, when I was in uh, ninth grade, 10th grade, she went away with her brother. Sorry, but this is very traumatic for me. But she went away with her brother and her little sister and stuff like that, and they went away with their dad. Their dad took and wound up killing her little sister in front of her, held her down, and strapped her down. She raped the little girl. I mean, he raped the little girl. He took and cut her up in pieces in front of her older sister. And it's this is all true and everything. And I still wear the scars of it for right now. And from this side of her neck to that side of her neck, while she was supposed to be laying there he wanted her to die. She was watching him do all this to her little sister, and took and cut her up and put her inside of a tree. And when he left the both of them there, she took and found the tree where he put her at, and she sit there and she laid there because she wanted to make sure her sister was safe until um
You just never know what a person goes through.
You don't.
And this is real. So when people get on here and they're talking and they're trying to have a good time and they're trying to share their life with people, I believe that this was something. I don't know who needed this.
Yeah.
On here, but somebody did, because this, why would it come out? Life is real. And I don't understand why and I'm going to say this because what she said is right. I see a whole lot of race on race hate. Let me just say that. And especially within the African American community, we will come for each other and tear us down so quickly, while giving a multitude of passes to other folks who don't support us. And this is real, especially in the LGBTQ community.
Yep.
We
were just talking about it.
You go to the show, and she's absolutely right. The other girls would love and live for her. But we will come in and we want to tear her down. Oh, she this. And it's all about the read and the shade of it and the kiki and caca. I never liked that shit. And that's why I always stayed on my own, because I was the type of girl, I keep telling y'all, the professional woman that I am today, Jessica can tell you, I wasn't always that person. I would knock you in your mouth trying to kiki and be cute and have a loud ass mouth, trying to be that queen when you don't have to be that girl. I was all about trying to support. Jessica can tell you, they called me Mother Love, and I'm at 20 something. I ain't nobody damn mama, but I supported everybody because I supported everybody. All that hate, I was cool with the people who were cool, and I was cooler with the underdogs because though to me the underdogs were just realer.
Yep.
Yes.
But it's a shame. It really is. It's a shame that people always want to assume when you take in, you come on here and you kiki ha ha laugh, and you never know what the person's did to get past what they do. So that's why a lot of times I say to Jessica, you stronger than what you think you are.
Yes.
And if I didn't go through that today, I don't know what person that I would be. Even it's really sobering, and it's really I don't can't even really choose my words right now. I'm like shaking. But whew.
Yeah.
Take your time, Jess.
I gotta step out for a second, y'all.
Ladies and gentlemen, we need to lighten the mood up in here for our girl, honey. She had her emotional cleanse and all that good stuff. Now we're somebody,
and she needed it.
I want to go see that Kevin Gates porn again. I need to put that bitch on, not on her channel because they done already got us one time.
Okay.
I need to see some shit like this. So, what is some other news can we talk about to lighten some things up, honey?
Let me try and find some tea and dirt on the Instagram.
You know what? Can I be shady for a second?
Yes, you can.
What the fuck is Mr. 6'8"?
Oh, TikToking somewhere.
I know that heifer ain't watching no damn Housewives of Atlanta when he can watch this shit tomorrow. He should have been on here to support his girl. Why he ain't on here? So, for the sake of nothing else to talk about, I'm finna run that heifer into the ground. Where the hell is she at? She better be somewhere asleep. What the hell is Mr. 6'8"?
Baby, I don't know.
Didn't you tell us earlier he was gonna be on here?
He said after the Real Housewives of Atlanta, though. So that ended at 9:00.
Oh, okay. Well then, okay. I take that all back, Lord. She's so sweet. She's just lovely, just wonderful.
After 9:00, because she still ain't here. But yeah. Sorry, y'all. But I'm real.
You needed to release it, Jasmine. Don't be sorry about that. You need to release it.
She was here earlier. Honey, she probably stepped out, girl. Ain't no telling what is going on, honey. She probably watched the Real Housewives too after she said she don't like that show. Oh, wait, did she have a little day today?
Yes,
I don't know. She may be. She may be.
She might be somewhat shaking a little ass, making a little cash so she can take it to the stove. Yeah.
But I think I'm gonna get ready to open up the lines if we don't have anything else to talk about, because I'm done with my personal side. But I will tell y'all this. On Thursday of next week, I'm gonna try to set up something to let people that have gone through some of the things that I've gone through, and this is gonna be very impromptu, and I'm only gonna do it for an hour because I get emotionally drained dealing with this. But people that want to come on and talk about any type of mental, not necessarily mental illness. Let me be very clear on this because I'm not no therapist. But if it's something that you want to, I want to put it out here like this. If where you are now, you're different from where you were when whatever situation is that happened and you need to do the release, you don't have to come on here and show your face. If you want to come on and just release it with an avatar, you're going to be welcome to. I'm going to open it up for an hour. You don't have to share names. You don't have to share details. But if you just want to release it, you can release it. Because we all have different stories. And it's not going to be a whole big old long drawn out thing. Just maybe next Thursday. And I'll keep everybody posted. But I think maybe next Thursday. I don't know for sure. So I'm not going to say definitely for sure Thursday. But I'm gonna try to sit and get something together, and then I'm working on my own intro video for my YouTube, so everybody can know who I am. But I think I'm gonna get my good sis to walk me through it, so y'all can know a little bit more about me because we all have a story. But I'm gonna give the moderators the link, and the rules and the regulations are as followed with Zylan and Savon. If y'all want to take over from here with the rules and the regulations, and we're gonna go from here.
Sure, pretty much don't come in here with no bullshit.
Pretty much.
Keep it cute. Look, what do we used to say, Jessica? Keep it professional, Sasha.
Keep it professional. Keep it cute, poo.
Come here, share your love. We're gonna try to talk over everybody. We're gonna make sure that we keep it collaborative. But I think we have talked about a multitude of things today. We've gone from the highs, the lows, and we've talked about emotional support that we give each other. We've talked about Annabelle now reincarnating herself in a sex doll and throwing herself on the side of the road with animal brains and stuff.
Okay.
Period.
Talk about the who is it, Mr. Blatino with his 13 harem of trade boys in Sheree Whitfield's basement.
Allegedly.
I thought she was a Puerto Rico for real. I thought she was old Puerto Rico.
Oh, Island. Anything you want to go over in Jessica?
Well, just to go back to the first topic, because I don't think I actually answered the question that was posed in the post. I answered it, but I don't think I answered the last part of it. There's a common misconception. I just want to dispel this with people that are part of the bisexual community, that we aren't attracted to trans individuals. Now, when bisexuality was confirmed as a sexuality, it was all genders. We respect you as the gender you present yourself as. So while pansexual it's just energy focused, bisexuality is gender focused, but it does not exclude trans women and trans men or trans identified human beings from that equation. We respect you on who you see yourself as. So I just want to put that out there, just as somebody that is a bisexual person. I just want to dispel that, and I would date somebody that is trans.
Oh, how sweet. D-Star, see, you can transition and he'll still love you.
I hate you so bad.
Ooh, I felt the whole shade off of that one right there.
I hate
doggone party cap.
I cannot do it.
But moderators, whenever y'all get ready, y'all can release the link, or do y'all want me to do it?
Can you just send it?
I don't know how to do that.
Can you send it to me and I'll post it in there?
Let's see. If I post it, will it highlight it as a moderator? Will it still highlight it like it does when you do? I'm new to these.
I'll do it.
Okay.
All right.
And then I'll copy it or whatever when you.
There's Shayla. There she is. There's
Hey,
Shayla.
How was your date, boo?
And also, when you come in, everyone, we want everybody to be able to hear each other. So, if possible, when somebody else is talking, please use the mute button.
One more thing I might want to say that I've learned. So I've done a little research. If you're using an Android and or iPhone, one of the best things that they say to do is to make sure, one, that you're within a good range of your Wi-Fi, and make sure you close out all of your other applications. That will kind of work consistency with the volume and the mic working together. So they are aware that there is a little bit of issues once it gets, a lot of people on the server, but they did say make sure you upgrade it to the latest iOS update and kind of close out some other applications.
And use Chrome.
Yes.
Because Chrome and Foxfire is the best ones to use.
Yes.
Hey.
How you feeling, Jazz?
Yes, girl.
I'm better, child. I'm good.
Okay.
I just had a release. I guess I needed a release.
Yeah, you needed to, and that's gonna help somebody as well. You never know who you're gonna help.
Shayla,
Absolutely.
don't you start, Shayla.
What she say?
I just she said because I was crying. But if y'all know,
She
if
was
it,
crying because I told her I was gonna come up and whoop her ass the next time she say some old disrespectful ass shit to me for no goddamn reason. And I'm just trying to support her HR ass.
baby, what got me though is that when we started the very first live, two
Okay.
minutes into the 3 minutes into the live, we up here running out their mouth, and they said what?
Right.
And then when Savon said,
I was like, girl, no. I ain't know how else to say it. I mean, we were live. I couldn't send a slow signal. I was just like, girl, I just watched it on the page. It's just like, nope, nope.
Black.
Yeah, because
That's white.
I was trying to moderate, girl, and then it just went blank on my ass. So.
I was like, don't y'all see this? I'll wait for somebody to say something. I'm like, don't y'all see this?
I don't have a second window open, so I didn't see anything. I thought we were still live.
Girl, it was a mess, girl.
Tea, honey. I'm not drinking and I gotta go to work in the morning.
Amen. I mean, I opened up the live for anyone that wants to come in. If we don't have anybody coming in pretty shortly, we're gonna get ready to kill this one because we done been live this whole week.
We done did about 15 lives, girl. Last night.
I just want to say something.
Oh yes, ma'am.
Okay, Jessica.
I just, I sit back and I listen to all of y'all. I'm very proud and happy to see all of y'all growing in this. I mean, everybody and meeting new people and everything. I just don't see how y'all do it all the time with 3-hour shows, 4-hour shows. Because I saw the after show and I'm like, Jesus, I watch everything that y'all do.
The after show.
Yeah, and then another thing too, just to see how all of y'all talk to each other is amazing to me because you see me, I just sit back because I don't know what to say. I don't want to offend anybody, but I don't generally know what to say because I am the Caucasian woman of the field. So
that's fine.
So I just sometimes I just like, why y'all want me on here, because I don't know what to say. I don't my experiences are totally different from all of y'all's. I mean, I didn't think nobody wanted me, and I'm not trying to go back to that being sad or stuff. I just thought nobody wanted me because people would say that I talk white and I did this and I did that. And when I first lost my virginity and everything, I paid for somebody to have sex with me.
Oh goodness.
I think that's a whole topic.
Yeah, that's the whole topic.
I had an escort. I had an escort, yeah. And it was bad because I was just like, nobody wants me, and everybody was having sex around me, and it was just me, and I felt like I was the ugliest thing, and it was $100 and something at the time, and I was 25 when I lost my virginity.
Girl, I knew you then.
It was during that time.
Girl, you should have told me, girl. I would have took your virginity, girl.
Girl, bye. I'm leaving on that note. I see y'all. Bye. Look. Taylor, where you at?
You know I ain't no lesbian girl, but I'm just saying, girl.
You would have took those $125, huh?
Girl, you know I was on a strict budget then, girl. Me and the team of folks could have got you somebody for $59.
Bye,
girl.
Bye, girl. Bye.
I can't stand her.
But you know what? That's a real. I think you know what we can talk about that because a lot of people do make people who are African American and who speaks eloquently or who I believe there's a certain thing as transracial.
Yes.
I don't think it's really something. It's pretty much like I went to a school and I remember our principal grabbed me and another girl in the hallway and said, "Come in here. I just want to ask y'all a question. How many black kids is there in this school?" And we went 8 and we just left. It was only 8 of us. and everybody was white.
Mm-hmm.
So I did everywhere I went. It was every now and then you may have another black in class, but I was the only black one in class. Like I hated history
So
because they played Miss Jane Pittman and everybody staring at me like I was gonna fight everybody in the whole damn room.
Okay.
I'm like that, and then they start rocking like Sophia when we play Color Purple. I'm like, why y'all gonna play stuff like that while I'm in there?
Oh my god.
So and they say, so I just
Shayla's
I
at the door. Okay.
so I didn't know. I took on their mannerisms and everything.
But I think that, honestly, here's what's so weird. I look at my niece, and I remember when I was little too, girl, my grandmother told me to go sit down and talk like I'm white, be yourself. And I was like, well, girl, I'm in third grade. I think I'm trying to figure out who I am. And I have a teacher that's teaching me how to speak and use proper English.
Yeah.
How is that being white?
Because I feel like so many people in the hood want to use the slurs instead of proper English, and then we get labeled as bougie because we know how to handle and conduct ourselves as accordingly.
But then when you get in a place where you have to, you can't talk worse shit. You sound stupid, and then you get a corporate job and you sitting there talking about some. Thank you for calling Verizon. This is Shaquansha. So, hold on 1 second. And you
that
think
part.
That's a professional girl? Keep that with your girlfriend.
Yeah, that part.
Ain't nobody talking you for talking like that.
Or
if you get onto them for that.
Or that you like Louis Vuitton and you like MCM and you don't like Michael Kors because you consider it cheap.
Yeah.
And I think all the shit is made of the same stuff, personally.
Yeah.
But how many MK bags you have versus MCM?
I'm not a Michael Kors girl. That's all.
And then I want to ask the question to Shayla. Was I snoring last night, y'all? During the second after live?
Girl, I didn't hear
nothing. I think I was snoring.
Girl, we was laughing so hard, girl. I didn't hear nothing.
No, because y'all was talking about them titty nipples.
I fell asleep last night.
What happened, Jessica?
We did 8 hours worth of live time last night.
Yeah,
8 hours.
8 hours.
That was ridiculous.
I had a strong nap yesterday, and so by the time I woke up, it was like morning for me, and so you could feel foggy. And then
I had so much energy last night.
I didn't go to
8 hours. Wow.
And Shayla was the road dog for the whole situation because every live, Shayla bounced from everyone to every one of them, and I was like, "What in the hell is Shayla got going on right now? She is bouncing." As soon
as I get some type of check, I'm gonna send Shayla some money for my nails whenever I see her, girl. Like right now though, because she is a true.
Who you telling? I need to go get my nails done by Shayla too, because she had me rolling last night. Especially when I had woke up and I realized she was ending the live, and I laid there for a second, and Shayla was like, "Well, you like me right now?" Because I was. But I woke up and I did this number. I looked at the camera because I had my little my little wrap. I had my little bonnet on last night, and I had my avatar on. But I let her know that I was gonna be in to support her. I was like, I ain't sleeping. I'm gonna be a trooper. I'm a trooper. I ain't finna do it. So then, baby, I did this number, and I had got comfortable because I had washed all my makeup off. I had took my shower beforehand, washed all my makeup off. I had took my party cap and set her off, and did this number. D-Star said, I heard you. You lying. You ain't hear me.
We ain't even heard nothing.
Because the part that I remember, it was Shayla, it was you, Shayla, and Zylant, and then it was me. So it was the four of us on the square. Then you had started sharing the whole thing, so everybody was going back and forth. And at first I was coming, I was like, yeah, I was trying to get into it. So then, y'all, I'm gonna get done, then I'm gonna bring him on. Child, and then after the fact, I took it and I turned around and I said, when she said, "Oh yeah, okay, y'all, we about to go," or however she had said, I woke up, and then I looked. I said, and then I clicked and I undid the whole avatar thing. And Shayla said, "Well, ain't you just spread out some kind of way?" She said, "Ain't you just spread out there?" Child, the shirt had rolled up, my little night shirt had rolled up, some of fat roll and everything was showing. I said, I hope and pray I'm not on live right now. So then when I seen, we had ended broadcast, I said, okay, we good.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't have let you be like that, girl. I was like,
Right. No.
Savon got a lot of views on me last night because I was watching the show and I laid down. And when I lay down, hey, Mr. 6'8". So when I laid down, I was still watching the show. I fell asleep. So when I fell asleep and y'all ended it, it just went right into your next video because I was on your channel. Then after that video, so it just kept playing all of your videos.
Well, thank you, honey, for those hours of watching. Honey. I appreciate that. So here's what I need everyone to do. I need everyone to go out there and make sure
I was out.
Look, before you go to sleep each night, just load up one of our videos and let it continue to play. You can sleep. You're gonna get with our numbers and our watch hours, and we'll love you long time. So I was up at like 5 o'clock, and I think I dropped my response video to with the heritage.
Because I didn't get that notification until like 10 o'clock this morning. I looked at it.
I had it set to premiere at 10 something. I didn't want it to premiere when everybody was asleep. But I was asleep when it because I just went to bed at like 5 something. But yeah.
I saw your MJ. That was nice.
The hell all the way out. I actually saw your live initially. That's when you first got on, and I was like, "Well, what a damn link at?" And then when I saw it, it came on, and then it said YouTube copyrights have been violated, and it cut your channel off. So at that particular point, I said, "Well, damn!" I said, "I guess they done shut it down." So I went to sit here and fell asleep.
We worked it out.
Girl,
we struggled like through.
Girl, they got me. YouTube got me right on together.
Right?
Yeah, it literally said YouTube. It says this video has violated YouTube copyrighted rights. And then shortly thereafter, it was like, well, damn. So then I went back, and then I saw you log back in. But then I saw you mention that you wasn't opening up the live right then and there. So I was like, well, damn. I was like, I don't know, because normally you send a link in the group chat.
I did.
Yeah, you sent it in the.
I did. I sent it.
I promise God, I don't see a link in the group chat.
Hold on one second. Let me see.
But even if I would have seen you in a comment like I did with D-Star and anyone else, I'd have sent it straight to your phone if it instead of doing it like that. I'm trying to do a different structure on how I'm taking and doing it so everybody gets the opportunity to talk and want to have a say so. Oh, he done got up out of here. What happened?
He said his phone cut out.
Oh.
But going back to what Jessica was talking about with like the sound of white, so I grew up pretty much the same, Jess, where I was probably like on one of probably 5 kids from elementary school up to middle school. It got to probably like 12 black kids, and by high school it's pretty much the same number because everybody was in the same middle school, so it was pretty much like that. So whenever I was around my cousins from Philly, they'd be like, "Why does he talk like that?"
Yes.
And I'd be like, "Girl, I can talk just like y'all,
Shayla,
but I'm so used to having the code switch. They don't understand that there's a lot of code switching you have to do when you grow up like that. So I had to turn it on when I go to school, but then when I'm around like mostly black kids, I'll have to switch over again to sound more black, as they say."
And in a lot of times, that makes you have identity crisis because you don't know what is what. What is proper etiquette for what situation.
And then
I didn't hang around.
Didn't know what my sexuality was at that point either. So you add that on to
that was a lot.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
Mm.
I
So,
feel
Mr.
you on
Anthony
that.
Brown,
Yes.
what's the tea?
No, I just wanted first of all, I wanted to commend you for telling your story earlier. I was like I said, I've been on ever since you started, and I've been listening, and you damn near had me in tears. And
I
I can
wasn't
really,
trying to.
but it's okay, it's fine. Sometimes we just need that release. And you definitely let it flow. But and you never know was watching that also needed to hear your story and relate to your story, and they're at home releasing, and you may get some inboxes tonight, or tomorrow, when they watch the replay.
Yep.
But your story definitely was profound and definitely needed for many people. And I was like, wow. And we all have a story, what I'm saying? So trust and believe, you're not by yourself. We all have a story. It's just what story we got to tell, but we all have a story.
Right.
It's horrible. I'm just. I told you, girl. What did I tell you when I first met you? When we talked, I said, girl, I don't really like. It just seems real organic. Like I don't really mess with a lot of people. But some people you just kind of feel a thing about. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's just for this season, a reason, or lifetime, but I know the way I feel right now. I mean, I don't really mess with a lot of people, girl. So
I'm just
I,
a genuine person, and what you see is
and
what you get with me.
that's what I like. I like genuine people. If you genuinely a snob, I like you too because you genuine. You're not changing depending on who you're around. I like consistency too. Be you.
Yeah.
They will.
It definitely
And I
will.
received that. I really appreciate that. I'm old Sagittarius, so you know how we is. We have a wall up all the time anyway. So
So my best friend that passed away was a Sagittarius as well.
So you know how we operate.
You know how you guys operate. I really do.
And
Really
then one
do.
of my friends is a Sagittarius, so I get you.
So when we really are the true Sagittarius are last of a dying breed because we are very, especially older Sagittarius, we are very direct to the point. You, what you see is what you get. We don't sugarcoat too much anything. But if I mess with you, I mess with you the long way. If I don't mess with you, you gonna know it off top. I don't mess with you.
So let me ask you a question about that. Because as a Libra, I'm direct as well, but I also, for me, I also am very aware of social cues and dynamics. So I tend to tweak my delivery based off of those social cues and dynamics. How have you been a very direct person affected your friendships, enhanced your friendships, or
For me, a lot of people, for me, a lot of people can't take it due to the fact that a lot of people assume that you're being mean or hateful, and I'm not being mean or hateful. It's just, how can I put this? A lot of times when I'm very not slick to the mouth, but a lot of times when I'm saying something to you, it's me being
Direct.
that's that wall. You know what I'm saying? And
mm,
once you get past that wall and you're really truly able to get past that wall, you actually get to see who I am as a person. But I don't let that many people in because of the past stuff that I've gone through. And like D can tell you, Zyla can tell you, even what you say, Vaughn, like I've never really took the time to read you, but I'm very discernment and I read people super well. So I know when people step into me with bullshit, and know when people come into me on the right foot. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just very much in tune with who I am. And a lot of times people can't deal with that.
yeah, yeah. I always wondered.
Yeah, because bluntness can sometimes get
Come
now.
off being rude.
Yeah, and as a Pisces, we're perceived as we're overly nice, and stuff like that. So more often you'll see me in a more caring state than me wanting to lash out. But as I gotten older and had to deal with a lot of stuff and had to internalize some things, I become a lot more blunt. And in certain ways, I'm not going to let you say whatever you're going to say, especially at this point. At my age now, where I'm comfortable in my own skin, it's just not going to happen. So you're going to get that wall when you meet me, automatically.
Billy boy.
Spill it, boy, ying, 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 ying. Spill it, boy, ying, 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 ying.
But
Another
yeah,
thing
it's
that you all
been
said earlier, I don't know, I can't remember if Jasmine was saying it or Savon or both of you said it. You were saying something about as far as the racial biasness amongst the gay community, where let's say I got Jasmine, like let's say you were an entertainer, and
mhm.
you definitely get your support from, like you said, the white people, the white males, the white females, the straight people, the heterosexual people, but it's always the black gays that want to look you up and down and be very stereotypical and be judgmental and nitpicky and want to roll their eyes and toot their nose up like they're better than you and be want to be the least person to support you because
Right.
there was actually a I want to say about a year that I was dibbing and dabbing doing drag. I was doing shows, and
What?
I felt that. I felt that.
What was that drag name?
Tamia,
Ooh, I felt.
Tamia,
Mm.
because my drag sister she won Miss Continental, Miss Paris France in 1996. So I was Tamia France. So it was Paris France and Tamia France.
You
But
better come on, Prince.
so she kind of like encouraged me, and I started doing shows every now and then, and I got most of my support from the white gay clubs, white straight people, male
Hmm.
and female. But the blacks, it was so hard to even get a dollar out of them for a tip.
Yep.
What would be the most
So
critical? Have the most to say.
so most time I performed mostly in the white clubs because they paid
Hmm.
more, they supported me more, they tipped better. They had no problems. Sometimes they would even send me. Certain times they would even send a limo to pick me up to take me to the club and back. Um,
No t-shirt, no shade, but they always had their stuff together. When you
hmm
deal with a lot of black promoters, I'm not saying all, but a lot of black promoters did not have their stuff together.
exactly.
And you know what? And to be an African American thing, that does not give me joy at all. At
No.
At all. It
I
really
think it
doesn't.
should be the exact opposite. But if it's some ratchet shit,
hmm
we show up.
And
Yeah.
that's why tonight I can safely say tonight from where this whole conversation went to, if we were on a Caucasian platform, we would be booked from door to door. But I'm
Yes,
glad it's more intimate, and I'm glad the people that are supposed to be in here are here because, like y'all are saying, somebody had to hear this. And even if they don't hear it the first go around, the second go around, somebody will hear it.
oh,
Mr.
trust that.
Six Foot
Here,
Eight, why are you so
Send,
It's
quiet?
send this out to
it's
some of y'all
no
Caucasian friends. We need those allies, honey.
Who you
yes.
no
telling?
no. I'm here. I just was saying when because I had to see him leave out and come back in. I can't hear Anthony. So Anthony, if you talk to me, if you say something, I want you to think I'm ignoring you. It's just that I can't hear you because string y'all, honey, doing the most. I have no idea. But anywho, um, yeah, I was not. I've been knocked out, y'all. Like I said,
We
I
hear
didn't
it.
see
You
the
did see your
link.
housewives? Ask him. Did you see his
Did in
housewives?
the thing in my group chat.
Can't
So
hear you.
Anthony
Can't hear.
said you didn't. Did you see your housewives?
I did see the housewives. I saw the housewives, and then I saw like the first 5 minutes of your chat when it got taken down. And then I went back in, and then I saw the next 5 minutes, and then I saw where you said that y'all was not letting anybody in, until later on. So I was like, I didn't know. Like I said, I didn't see the link in the group chat, so I just stayed in the comments and I fell asleep. And that's honest to God truth what happened.
But no tea, no shade. everybody that's normally a part of the and we'll talk later. But that did not, go for everybody that's normally part of the chat. So if that was misconstrued, I do apologize. But I assumed that you had got it.
I'm telling you, like in the group chat for us, like between you, Jessica, me, and Savon, it is not in there at all.
It's not in there.
Oh, I thought that I do apologize.
But it's all good
Oh,
though.
did you see the comment?
Yeah,
D Star said, "Tell Trent I'm pregnant."
well, I wouldn't be
So
surprised.
silent. You gonna be a stepmom or daddy?
I would not be surprised, child. I've been eating all this weight. I've been gaining over here. It won't surprise me.
Okay,
What?
that's
Where's
that
you
baby
gaining weight
fat.
at?
Child, look, I've been trying to tell y'all. I've been gaining weight over here, eating like it's no tomorrow. I just went. Matter of fact, Savon, remember when I sent you a text when I told you I was sleepy as hell, and I went to Publix to go get me some lemonade. I went to Publix to go get me some lemonade, and then in the midst of going to Publix, I went and got me some cookies.
You said some cookies?
Some cookies, something I didn't eat.
Baby, I can't judge you on that because I understand, honey.
I'm eating cookies right now, so
I can't. Ain't nothing I can say because I would sound like a big old hypocrite. So ain't nothing I can say, honey. We need to come up with a good old exercise regimen while in COVID-19 because, girl, if not, we're gonna be looking like we're gonna go back to these videos and we're gonna be like some girl. Remember we used to be cute when COVID first started?
Okay.
Yeah, look at us now, girl.
Well, I'm Bernadette Cooper. I look good because every time I walk into the room, that's right, I look so good.
Oh, yeah.
They love me. They hate me, but they all say she look good though. I gotta admit it. See, I'm a hell of a girl, and I'm loads of fun. I look good, but you got to get to know me.
Hush, Shayla. Shayla, I see you down in the comments.
What she said?
Shayla coming for your life, girl.
She just hate because my thighs jiggle and hers don't.
Oh, Shayla. Shayla, you gonna take that?
Girl?
Ooh.
Let me turn my camera off.
Ooh. Jesus, take the wheel.
She just mad because mine shaped like jam and her thighs over there striking matches like it's about to set.
Oh.
I said what I said. I said what I said. Now who gonna check me?
Oh.
So listen.
Oh, did she gonna drop the link?
Shayla, you might as well just come on right in here, girl.
I'll go out so Shayla can come in.
Yes, Jasmine. I was gonna say, Miss Jessica, baby.
Yeah, take me out.
A little sleepy love muffin. Go get you some rest, girl.
Okay.
Well, we enjoyed it tonight.
Good night,
Jessica.
y'all.
Thank you so much for
Good night, beautiful.
Good night. Thank y'all, Sammy. Bye.
Bye, baby.
Bye.
Bye.
I just want to say I'm better as hell over StreamYard. The fact that they be canceling people out on whenever I go into this live thing unless I'm on the laptop.
Y'all know Zoom is only $14 a month.
Yeah, but you can't figure out all the details around Zoom being able to stream on the multiple platforms and comments and all that other stuff. We were trying to talk about it, and I sent an email out, but I haven't gotten a response to it Sunday. But StreamYard was talking to me today, though, so I feel like Zoom needs to be talking to me too.
Okay.
She said, "Oh, but baby, she can clutch a man with these matches." All right, then. Well, you go right on ahead. You better get my ass together.
Ooh, not with the matches. Girl, striking fires and stuff.
Oh,
I want to see some pictures of Anthony, honey, back in your heyday, honey.
My performing days.
Yes. We're going to have a session about that, honey, because I was showing the kids the other night, honey, me and my first one, we looking a hot ass.
I seen that. You had on the white, right?
Where she had
with the
black stockings on.
That damn jeans, black tight, girl.
Hold on, which one was it that you had the Leah swoop and the white on?
I had that old Aaliyah synthetic ass wig on with that soft swoop on it that I thought was giving you life, that it was giving you nothing. It was giving you a death sentence.
First off, I
Damn.
don't care what nobody say. That you back in the day, honey, with you know, because see, you like Kelly Price. You know Kelly Price now between versus how she was back in the day with her weight, honey. When I tell you, I still like the old Kelly Price. When I sit here and tell you that I would have loved to have gotten to know the first edition of the Savon before you when it transforms to who you are now, because bitch, you look like you was like all about the life. When I tell you your videos are everything. Bitch, you was giving it to me completely. Like when I tell you was giving big girl realness, like look, I was here for it.
That was before the corporate took over. You're absolutely right. That's when I had to stop doing them videos because I was like, God damn it, as T.S. Madison say, one gotta go.
Because they are so night and day. That's what I love about it. It's so night and day. It's like I would have never, like literally, I cannot even tell it's the same person. It's the same you because you are so different versus how you was back then, personality wise. See, like you still always had that, you know, as far as outspokenness, but it's just like your personality back then. You was giving real, what that girl name is off of Love and Hip Hop, that Tokyo,
Tokyo bitch. Yes, my mouth was reckless, just like hers.
Yeah, she was giving real Tokyo.
Real
Tokyo TV.
It was real reckless. Yes, honey. Listen, I got some more videos that I still ain't put back out there, but baby, they was. Whoo.
But can I just say though, let's give a shout out to Savon for just about hitting her 500 subscriber mark.
I saw that.
Congratulations.
It only took me 15 years. Thank God.
Oh, you so shady.
It did. It was like a good 10-year hiatus, but I wasn't doing shit. So thank you for the ones who didn't unsubscribe.
One thing I'm gonna tell you.
But I will say that I'm gonna have to go back and apologize though, because I was looking at the Housewives earlier before my ass passed out, and I was looking at Nene, and I said, let me take a hard look at Nene again. Okay, you know she was cute. She was very cute.
She
was very cute. She didn't look as dark as I see here painting her out to be dark. Cynthia to me probably still looked as far as overall from head to toe. I would probably say Cynthia, now that I've been able to look at it a second time. Kenya would probably come in like a strong fourth. Candy would probably come in like a third, but that lipstick, I still hate that lipstick. I do not like, every girl cannot wear that color lipstick. I'm sorry.
Well, that's all right.
But yes, Nene, she was giving it, and you know,
congratulations.
I was like, okay, I stand corrected. You know, let me retract my statement because I did go hard on her.
Girl, I'm still laughing off Spilly Boy last night said that Nene looked like she wearing one of them damn chest plates, bitch. Because I had to say it to
I was so mad when he said that.
I said, oh God, I had to. Oh, you know what, Shayla? See,
Shayla, don't start. First of all, Housewives came on before Jasmine even started her live, and then by the time I got to her live, YouTube canceled her ass. I mean, when I tell you cancel her ass so quick, I was in the live, and I kid you not, I'm sitting here just in the live, and I'm like, bitch, Jasmine, I see here got a whole damn intro video. Come on through then. Next thing I know, YouTube has shut this video down due to copyright. I was like, bitch, no.
But here's the thing.
What's going on?
I don't know what it was about. Like, I really didn't see anything.
I don't know what happened.
What did you do, Jasmine, to get copyright?
I'm not gonna play it on here. I'm gonna play it afterwards, but I'm not gonna play it.
Okay.
No, you gotta play it. Just tell me.
It was. We don't know. She made a new intro video. It was that found that was, you know,
and it was fire.
And it was cute, but it was like not even shit a minute after. It was like blue. It was like, oh.
She introduced all of us, and then it was like, "Girl, bye, get over."
Like
where did you get the music from?
Like real cute, and it was just like blue. But I think it was
one was off of a Flyer website, and then the other one was supposed to have been free YouTube stuff that I could use, but I guess no. So I'm gonna have to use my old one.
It was the computerized, the one where that lady was standing at that little screen and she was moving around that little screen. I think it was that probably got you shut down.
The what?
That lady, it was like a
computer
lady.
screen.
She had like a lady standing at like this high tech computer screen, moving
Yeah,
around
they did the
the
whole
slides and stuff.
welcome.
But it was
Mm-hmm.
so
I
cute
think that
though. I did not have her
it was
together. It
cute.
was so cute.
It was cute.
It was
But
cute. I was like, bitch, I'm jealous.
but I think it depends on how you do it, right? So like for
Mhm.
mine, I built mine via the program, piece by
Mhm.
piece. I think that made it original. I don't know. Because hell, I was a little skeptical because I've switched mine up a little bit that I've not posted it, but I'm scared now. I'm like, well, shit.
They
Bitch.
gathered me right on
So
together.
Right.
Shayla, to answer your question, Shayla. So when the second one came, I went into the second one as I stated before. I'm gonna need for you to clean your ears out. How about that? I went into the second one as I stated before, and after that, she said that she wasn't letting nobody in, and they had sent the link in a group chat, which Savon did confirm. Bloop.
Ooh, so you tell D-Star
Uh,
we don't give refunds, and I'm not giving you your 300 subs back. We're gonna have to share them hoes. Matter of fact, I'm gonna need you to let me loan about 500 more.
Damn.
I mean, y'all need to send some my way because since my Mercial's getting us kicked up. I cannot believe my Mercial's did this cheap.
again, we're still collecting for Jasmine.
I have a question for Savon. Since you did the video, the reaction on MJ, and asked Mr. the same question too, since he can't hear me. But did you get a lot of likes and reactions and responses?
No, I
Views?
didn't. But I didn't. However, Mr. 6'8" got like 1,000 views off that motherfucker already. But I didn't yeah, he. But it does show up like as the 12th video when you look it up. I mean, so but he's gotten a lot of views off of his.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because like I say, yeah, usually if you can find whatever's hot and trending, and just jump on the bandwagon.
What did he say?
He asked how your video and my video was doing in relation to the MJ Harris response. I told him that yours was doing really well, that you got well over 1,000 views in like 2 days.
But it's crazy though, because like I said, it wasn't even a planned thing. I just did that out of nowhere.
That's how it happens.
Yes, he was trending, was hot, and jump on it.
Yeah.
Oh, Shayla said, so you was mad because you wanted to be in the video. I'm going to leave that alone after this. Oh.
Yeah.
Shayla,
you gotta come for my throat. I mean, they said they wouldn't let nobody in. That's what it said.
Okay, so I'm gonna play devil's advocate. You know that you would have got that damn link because she would have gave you that link. However, we gonna let that alone so you and Mr. Van could have that discussion. But yeah, she would drop that link. But it is she forgot to add you to that second group. Mm-hmm. And that's why we was wondering why your ass wasn't responding, because we was talking about technology and video, and we added silent to it, and we was like, "Where's Mr. 6'8"? And I just went back and looked. You wasn't on it, so you didn't get the information.
And then the other thing was that I said, well, damn, I said I could tell that y'all clearly had a meeting beforehand, because I said everybody is sitting and muting their mics before they actually speak. So I said they must have went over house rules and everything. I done seen them missed everything. Then what the hell is going on? Like did I get kicked out the group?
No, mother got her ass together. She said, "Listen, put out their rule and say, when you come in my motherfucking house, what you ain't gonna do. Everybody gonna raise their goddamn hand. They're gonna talk one at a motherfucking time, or I'm gonna
and then YouTube got us all together.
Yeah,
YouTube was the principal and got us all together.
Check your emails, Jasmine. Make sure it's a claim and not a strike.
And I think it is just a claim. I don't think it's a strike from what she said, because she said she wasn't gonna dispute it. And I'm like, girl, you better dispute that shit, because you just don't know how they can affect you later. Find out what the deal is. Because my video, I had to have the live video we did last night. Mm-hmm. I had to have it edited. I got a hit because of the whole Blue Kitty from the Prince and Dog. Mm-hmm. So I had to edit that out, and then it removed it. But yeah, it just had a claim on it, not a strike. A claim on it. Let's see.
Yeah.
It says, as you may know, our community guidelines describe which contents were allowed and do not allow on YouTube. Your video, The Cooldown, was flagged to us for review. Upon reviewing, we have determined that it violates our guidelines and has been removed from YouTube. We know that this might be disappointing, but it is important to us that YouTube is a safe place for all. If continually breaking the rules, we removed it. And if we think that it is, if you think that we've made a mistake, you can appeal, and we'll take another look. Keep reading for more details. It says video contain restrictions. As mentioned, we've removed the content because we think it violates our community guidelines. You can find specific information about these guidelines. Then it says, please note that due to the recent global health crisis related to COVID-19, a number of our normal review procedures have been disputed, and you can read more about it here.
So in other words, we ain't gonna tell you really why it happened. We just know.
They always do that. They always do that.
They don't really know what it was.
No, what that sounds like either somebody
reported me.
Somebody reported you, and electronically it just did what it did. Because if nobody physically probably was at YouTube to take you down, at Google to take you down, because it doesn't say claim or strike.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
that shit was
basically saying.
So electronically, everything happened electronically.
That's what I'm thinking. It had some type of algorithm that looked for certain things and codes and automatically caught it. So I don't think nobody reported you. I don't think you think they reported her, or was just an automatic thing.
It said, hold on. It says this removal has not resulted in a community guideline strike or penalties on your account. However, we still encourage you to review all of the community guidelines. So it wasn't a community. It wasn't a strike.
So that's good.
Yeah, that's good.
Because sometimes they'll give you a claim, which means they'll still allow you to play the video,
but you have the right to.
Right, because like I have one video that's a reaction video, and it's music. So they gave me a claim, and then they said that they're going to give the monetization to the person who owns the music. So I'll still get the viewership, but I won't get any money from it.
So I think what I need to do is I'm just going to go back and I'm going to cut out the. I think I'm going to cut out the lady in the blue.
I think we should let Anthony see it not on the live and let him see what he thinks too. He is our, a part of our consulting committee.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to say, honey, I'm living for your hair being down tonight, baby. Giving me length.
Yes. Give us old glamour god. My phone ain't going to do right. It was definitely the lady in blue.
It was definitely the lady in the blue. Okay.
But that's the thing. I use it from that app called Flyer Maker or whatever, and it's supposed to be free because I watched the little video and it said I could use it.
Free, but it might not be okay for you.
Yeah, that's true. It might not be.
So I'm just gonna take her out. And then Shayla said, "Oh, Jazz, you got haters on these YouTube streets already."
You have overcome. What you could do is go ahead and what they say, if you feel that this has been whatever, do whatever.
To dispute, to you can appeal.
Just appeal it.
That's what I told her to do. Go ahead and appeal it. Because my thing was, I said, girl, already, I said, you are well on your way. When hoes start giving you, start talking about some click now, bitch, they ain't trying to do what you had to say. All right, Miss Mama. I told her, I said, Karen, from HR, I thought you got authorization.
I thought I had authorization too, because they had took and gave me the little video, and I took and turned around and watched the little free video in order to get the. But whatever, child. I'm gonna dispute it, but as long as it's not a copyright hit.
Yeah.
As long as it's not a copyright hit for me, because when I played the original one that I made, there was no issues with it.
But I think the only difference was old lady, right? Because you
The
trying
only difference, no, because I did the countdown.
you had
I
the
did. I
thought.
added a countdown, and then I did a please stand by, and then there was a countdown, and from the countdown, then there was the lady in the blue.
That blue was fire.
So the whole three pieces of it, the first 35 seconds of it was brand new.
You need to feel it so you can try to use it. 'Cause I liked it. I liked it.
Yes, baby, she was
I
sickening.
like that.
She was absolutely sickening. Unless I can pull the music out of there some kind of way, and maybe it was the music. I don't know. But
they'll tell you once you feel it. They'll look into it and give you. It'll be probably a minute because they have more resources due to COVID-19. Due to our cousin out there wrecking the world, so COVID nation. But she made it. Oh my God, you made
Yes.
it. You made it. Girl, let me borrow
Me and you shall never part. Monkey Naughty.
child, whenever somebody starts sending me money on Cash App, then maybe I'll be able to, or YouTube run me a check. Put it to the end.
Y'all, let Mr. 6'8" know he good. Lord Jesus, that baby is going through.
Have y'all heard of the website Social Blade? Okay. This is part of my consulting. If you go on socialblade.com, it's a site that it's supposed to be a real time site that, like, you're all talking about how much Malcolm Harris makes and blah 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 blah. Well, what it does is Social Blade, it rates every YouTube channel that exists. It rates you, gives you a grade, gives you a score, tells you how much money you make monthly, how much money you make yearly.
Well, mine suck.
And so, like, if you go on there and just type in MJ Harris, it'll bring up everything about him. I think he's rated right now. He's rated a B, or B or B minus. Then it also gives the number rating he is, because it rates all the videos. I'm sorry, all the channels in number. So it tells you what number he is. And then it gives an average of what his monthly income is, an average of what his yearly income is. So from his YouTube channel, he's not making as much as we thought he is.
Can I just say this, Mister? It was no hard feelings, and there was a mix-up somewhere along the way. And I'm gonna go ahead and put it out there. The reason why I did not open up the lines like I was going to and drop the link down there, which you could have text me or text Savon, and we would have sent it to you. But the misconception is that I wanted to make sure at first the people who was on the panel was able to take and talk and be freely to talk. And the second half, which is what we're doing now, is letting everybody else come on to have their say so. So that was the information that may not have been passed to you, because I thought it was passed to you. But I apologize. So it wasn't nothing to do with you. Just letting you know it was nothing to do with you.
Well, bitch, don't go look on my page, because my page on Social Blade said to be determined, created in 2008, and we don't know shit about it. That's exactly it.
You went on it already?
My old channel says that it's a C rating.
At least you got a rating. Mine said to be determined. And I was like, we don't even know about this hoe yet. Like,
I don't even know where to go to look on that, but whoever got it pulled up, go ahead and tell me what mine say.
I'll send
it to you in the private check. It's socialblade.com, so you can have it.
Okay.
Yeah,
we don't love him all the time. We love him sometimes, but that's neither here nor there. Because he be shady at times, announcing yeah.
I always mess up your name trying to look up your channel.
Who, mine?
Yep, I found it.
So mine's under investigation.
Yours says the same thing.
Haven't been determined yet.
Right. At least you was 4 years after me, though. Well, yeah, 4 years after me, though. 2012. Mine started in 2008.
Shayla, whenever you need help, all you got to do is just let us know. We'll help you.
Honey, Neil.
I do
Are
nail
you
for
gonna
you.
start? You gonna start doing vlogs, Shayla?
I think she needs to, and what I understand there's a lot of money in those vlogs and how-to videos and things like that. Girl, what you gonna talk about, girl? She gonna talk about our asses. First thing, don't have 4-hour-long sessions. That shit gets on my goddamn nerve. I'm trying to stay up with these long-winded motherfuckers, and they just talking all goddamn long, and then I gotta get work. You know what she gonna wear our asses out, and she'll get like 15,000 views on the first video.
Yeah.
But y'all, it is now it's time to say goodbye to all my Negro friends.
Oops.
MIC.
MIC.
See you real soon. KEY. Why? Because it's
Why?
time to
Because get we
the
love
fuck
you.
up out of here. MOUSE. But for real though, don't forget coming up on Tuesday, the the 19th. We'll have none other than Spilly Boy TV, if YouTube still allow me to be here. Spilly Boy TV at 8 o'clock. And we're gonna have another section of what news, and we're just gonna go forth in that ministry. I do appreciate each and every one of y'all for coming over and hanging out with me. We're not gonna be super long-winded tonight. We're gonna go ahead and shut this down before people get aggravated and then don't want to be here. I'm trying to keep it as cute and professional as possible. I do appreciate everybody coming in and giving us views and stuff. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I am going to take in relabel this from 2 to actually the label that I want it to be, which is the cool down. And once again, I do appreciate everybody for coming in and showing us support. Shayla, I love you too. Mr. Come Backstage. Mr. Come Backstage and D-Star, if you are at a stopping point, but if not, don't worry about it. Or Shayla.
Yeah, look, say the family. Let the family come on in and round table.
Yeah, y'all come in, and then we're gonna do something. I need to talk to y'all about something.
Can I go use the bathroom, principal?
Mister's here.
I can't stand her. Did she just say principal?
Miss Divine. Miss Divine.
Yeah.
May I go use the restroom?
You go right on ahead because we're gonna get ready to get out of here. But I'm trying to get them. No, there's not an after show. We just need to talk about something. So either come into this one or
Yeah,
I gotta
after show. Wow.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Who said that?
Me.
All right.
Niece.
Y'all have a great night and roll that beautiful beans footage. Hey y'all. Hey. Hold on.
Hey.
Hola.
Hey, D-Star.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.
Oh, can everybody hear everybody? Because you know it's